So, to no one's surprise, the Supreme Court just overturned abortion here in America. Now, it's not national, it's up to a state to decide it, but it could become a national thing now. Um, as far as what was rendered yesterday from the verdict overturned, whatever the hell you want to call it, I'm fine with it being a state's right to now decide whether or not this is how it's going to be. I don't want to get so much into the semantics of is abortion right or wrong, why you should feel it's right or wrong, or anything along those lines, and what the protesting is doing or not doing, and any of that shit. Um, I just want to go into what got us here, and that is the Democratic Party being a bunch of pussies. People like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, when something like this happened and you're the top leadership brass of the party, quit, like resign. You you just decrest, excuse me, you just degressed 50 years for something that was one of the biggest progressive liberal movements in the last half a century, and it just went away on your watch just like that. Because Democrats like Barack Obama weren't tough to get a Supreme Court justice in before Hillary Clinton became president. Oh wait, that's right, that didn't happen. The other guy won. The reality TV show host won. For Hillary Clinton losing to the reality TV show host. For that reality TV show host stacking the Supreme Court with 3 justices in his 4-year term. For liberals like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like, refusing to retire, even though you're literally deathly ill while Barack Obama is still in office and has plenty of time to get your replacement in. Don't worry, Ruth. Hillary's going to win. You'll be fine. How'd that turn out? We're here because Democrats are weak, don't want to push the issue, and liberals weren't strong enough to stand up to any of this, or just whatever. That's the one thing that really pisses me off about this, is that there's no one to blame on the Republican side. I don't care. Like, people are gonna like throw dirt at Trump, saying like, oh, Amy Coney Barrett got just bamboozled her way and through technicalities and stuff, and Mitch McConnell, if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't be. I'll tell you right now, like, where they stand on issues aside, I'd rather have Mitch McConnell, someone like Mitch McConnell, being one of the top representatives of my party than Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer. What's their claim to fame? What has Nancy Pelosi done other than read a poem to you guys yesterday? Take your poem and shove it up your ass, Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer couldn't organize a one float parade. Nancy Pelosi is someone like just going by the optics of things. If I saw Nancy Pelosi and I'm watching a movie, I'm going, that's a villain. Oh boy, whoever gets stuck in a room with her is getting killed. Whatever company she works for, she's going to be doing some sort of embezzling. And if gay, and you know what? I was one of these people who were naive enough, and I even talked down to people that I thought were overreacting. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. What's the worst Trump can do? Put some Supreme Court justices. What's he gonna do? Get rid of gay rights and everything like that? Like, it's happening. It's happening. Like, him putting 3 Supreme Court justices and tipping the balance of power so severely to the right. Like, what happened yesterday is an accomplishment of Donald Trump. As much as it pains me to say that, what happened yesterday is an accomplishment of Donald Trump, because without Donald Trump being in office and getting those 3 justices there, we don't have what happened yesterday. or if Hillary Clinton could just beat the reality TV show host, or if Barack Obama, who had more than a year left to replace a justice and didn't fight for it, because he's afraid Mitch McConnell is going to just say, nope, not going to approve whoever you put out there, so don't even try. Got bitched. Barack Obama got bitched his final year by Mitch McConnell. Mitch made Barack Obama his bitch. It's like how can I feel positive about progressive movement in this country when you got dickheads like Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi leading the charge? What are those assholes ever gonna do? Quit! I mean, don't just quit your positions of power. Leave Congress altogether. Leave town. Retire. Go to upstate New York. Get a place by the Finger Lakes, Chuck, and go fly. Do they do fly fishing up there? I don't know. I don't care. Jump in the lake. Would have said with something on his feet, but I don't want to get too dark in this video. And Nancy, just go to Hollywood. You will make billions being a villain. Shit, where was she at when they were casting Cruella de Vil? Oh my God, I'd be like, that's a cartoon come to life. God, I feel like this country just stepped back into this, I don't want to say the Stone Age, but damn. It's like as dwindling as religion is, the fact that the religious right has this much power and control still. Holy shit. Like literal holy from the heaven shit. Unbelievable. Well, actually, no, it is believable. Just the decrepit system we have here of lifetime politicians. That always ends out well. Like what? Like at what point in history of anything has a lifetime politician proven to be something that ended up good? Like lifetime politician or staying in power is like something that you see out of like the USSR. Like that's like something that they held great to them. Oh my God. Sure, no term limits for the Supreme Court. That works well. Hey, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, you want to hold a position of power in Congress till you die? Why not? Why not? Nothing but good can come from that. And there's often times where I'll say things like, I'll look at people and say like, how can people vote for this guy? How can people vote for that woman? How can people vote for just any of many people? Oh, just like old Texas Ted. I look at him and I'm just like, who's voting for this clown? But then it's like, who's voting for Nancy Pelosi? Like, people see Nancy Pelosi and go, like, she looks like an honorable human being. She deserves my vote. And I mean, and that's not to say, like, you know, like they get mixed up with all the other super, just supreme, clean-sheeted politicians that are out there, because you got to be a pretty smarmy piece of trash to even be in politics. So I digress, thinking that, you know, like Nancy Pelosi just wipes out the quote unquote town preacher that hasn't hurt anyone in his life type person. Man, I was one of these people when Trump got elected, said like, just like, it's going to be a 4-year run. It'll be over. What's the most he could do? He's going to go down as someone who did a lot more of this presidency than a lot of other presidents did with twice the amount of time. That's all I know. I'd be worried if I was any homosexual in this country right now, thinking that you're gonna have those rights guaranteed to you. Because man, the progressive movement in this country took a step back half a century yesterday. And it just everything is just such a joke. Like it just you have a Supreme Court system where it's like it doesn't matter who's there. They're gonna vote for where their party's leanings are. I mean, yeah, you could find a few examples, but man, it's just 90% of the time they're gonna vote with whatever side of the coin got them into office, got them into their position. This seriously bummed me out. And again, it goes even beyond me saying like, I don't see how you could say someone who got raped can't get an abortion. Like like it goes well beyond all that, and just how much of the progressive movement in this country is going to be chipped away at now. I just I don't know. I had to speak my piece. I honestly, I don't even feel like looking in the comments here. No offense, guys, if I don't read a reply to anyone, because I don't care to hear about the discussion of abortion being right or wrong. I don't care if you think the Democratic Party still has strong leadership or anything like that, or that Trump is the reason why this happened and Trump is the villain or anything like that. I don't care. The bottom line is what's done is done. And something that I feel very strongly about being the progressive movement in this nation is shattered. It's shattered. And there's no one to blame in my book, mostly than the Democrats. The Democrats that are afraid to fight, afraid to stand up to do what needs to be done, and I ain't saying storm the Capitol or anything like that. But man, like how does the Democrats in Congress not just immediately go to Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and go, "You're fired! You just leave! Get out of here!" This happened on their watch. They're the leaders of Congress. Nancy, Chuck, go. I'm going too. Bye.